right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name's Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say Copycat is the best deck ever in Modern, Rob.
Copycat is the best deck ever in Modern, Rob.
Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, and burns, so make sure to take at Star City Games, and he will get his favorite questions sent over to us. So, like I was alluding to there, I'm going to be playing Copycat in our second round of Modern, a deck that didn't really lose anything. You know, I mean, it was playing Uro, but that was not plan A. It was just Uro is the best plan B in every single deck. So, you know, we took out that, added some other, you know, counter spells, some Wall of Blossoms for defense and stuff like that, and the deck still functions perfectly fine. And Copycat lists didn't really put up any results over the weekend, but that's because it's really hard to do on Magic Online, you know, and obviously we didn't see any in-paper results, but it is just so risky playing this deck online, because if someone makes you click out the combo, if someone's a jerk and makes you do out the combo for 25 minutes, you know, you can just lose to the clock. But I do think it is a pretty powerful deck, and it's as close as we get to Splinter Twin in Modern right now.
Well, you know, you're hitching your wagon to it, as you've done many times in the past.
Yep.
You're down a match, so you're trying to keep the marbles in play here.
Yeah.
We're going to put this deck to the test up against one of the premier decks in the format. This is Jund to Death Shadow. You know, maybe less popular than the Rakdos variant, but very similar.
Yes.
You know, still a Monastery Swift Spear, Lurrus Companion, Scourge of the Skyclaves kind of deck, but we've got Tarmogoyfs for a little bit extra, you know, beefiness in the creature package. Yes. And that's generally just what green is for. So this is the deck that has the most hard-hitting threats in the format, can attack right through those Wall Blossoms pretty effectively, put you under a lot of pressure, but still having some good removal and disruption to stop the combo.
Yeah. Well, see, this would be the matchup I wouldn't exactly be hyped to play against, but it doesn't seem like it's like an auto lose or anything. Teferi is actually pretty good against your 2-drop threats if I'm on the play, which I threw round 1 so I could be on the play here. You know, I always set it up where I play Copycat in my second round, throw the first round, so I get to be on the play on the second, then win the last 2 rounds. It's a strategic play. Yeah.
This is a matchup where not being so all in on the combo is really important.
Yeah.
I have that good disruption and the pressure, so you need to be able to play a fair game for at least a little while and maintain parity into the mid game, and then try to set up the combo hopefully in one turn.
Yes.
You know,
that's the nice thing is turn 6 you can still and we have a little bit of ramp in Utopia Sprawls and stuff like that, but just the Felidar Guardian blink your land, Saheeli and kill you out of nowhere. We also got some Omnath as a kind of a plan B thing, just a fair game good Magic card that also can set you up quite well, right? You can play Omnath, then the next turn on turn 5 you can win that way with the extra mana that you would get from fetch lands and Omnath. So
okay, well, let's see it.
Let's battle. Okay, awkward.
You have to lose a game today. Also, you have to keep 7.
Okay. This is incredibly awkward of a hand on the play, but I do think this kind of hand is actually quite good against this deck, because I just think the stock on this card is pretty high. I'm going to keep, but it is slightly... I
will also
sketch.
keep.
I'm not going to keep a hand and then snap keep. Okay, here go.
That is an interesting draw.
Okay. Interesting.
I was going to play this hand aggressively.
Okay.
Because I do value putting pressure on a combo deck.
Okay.
And I think I'm still going to do that.
Okay.
Go to 18 for a Blood Crypt and play Swifty.
Okay. I will go to 19 and then 18 after I fetch. And I do have some Triomes here. Gonna need this one. I do not want Ketri Triome.
No Wall Blossoms over there?
Maybe. Okay, a good draw for us. I will go with a Tarn. I just love the look of this Tarn too. And I'll pass to you.
Still, man, that Tarn throws me off every time because it looks so much like Goro's Vengeance to me for some reason.
Yeah. I don't see that, but I'll trust you.
That's my like ink blot test, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. That resolves.
I will go to 16 for an Overgrown Tomb and play an Inquisition of Kozilek.
Okay. Well, this is not the draw I wanted you to have with my hand. All right. I wanted you to have 2 drops that I could take. 2 drops.
I will take the Teferi.
Okay.
I will attack you for 4.
Yeah, and here's the question. How many pass can I afford? And I think I have to fire 1 off here, so...
There's 1.
I'm going to go to 16.
What do I want to get? Swamp.
Will you stop taking my Teferis, okay? I've had enough of this. You've been doing it for literally hours.
So you're going to take 2?
Yep,
16 all, pass the turn.
All right, I'll take 1 more down to 15.
I just don't like the idea of you having Planeswalkers, Corey.
I noticed. This deck is all Planeswalkers, too, so you're really going to mess me up here, buddy. Okay.
That is my plan every day of my life.
Yep,
How can I mess Corey up?
I know. He just stops at my house. You know, if a package gets delivered, he just moves it to the back side of the house. Just little inconveniences that it's just really not cool, man. So
Saran wrap over the toilet seat.
Exactly, yep. All right. So I'll get the other Triumph. I'm going to draw.
Locking the downstairs bathroom from the outside.
Yeah.
I actually did that.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Last time you dog said my house. No. All right. Well, it was an okay draw, but definitely not great. I just got to picture what you could possibly have. I think I am going to do it. I'm going to play Saheeli, and I'm just going to tick up. I want to try to find some action.
So that's going to put me to 15.
Yep. Scry 1. Don't think I want that, and I'll pass to you. It's probably not going to work out well for me.
It's not, but it could have had a chance.
I like the optimism.
If only I had that second Swift Spear.
I'd just be dead. That was pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yep, my draw did not line up the way I wanted to against your draw. I was really hoping you had more of the Thoughtseize into Tarmogoyf into a bigger creature kind of draw, and my hand was actually pretty set for that, but Swift Spears into hand disruption, not ideal.
I know you have 2 paths, right?
You know my hand.
The entire, 2 paths and force.
You know it all. You know that I'm not in a good spot.
I will bolt Saheeli.
Okay.
I will attack Saheeli for 2.
Okay.
I'm going to play Verdant Crack, get another Blood Crypt, going to 12.
Okay.
And I'm going to buy this Lurrus.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right, checks out. Pass. Hopefully that means your hand is heinous, but I kind of doubt it.
I will Thoughtseize you.
I'm gonna force it.
I will Inquisition you.
Dang it. I wanted to just actually get value from Remand, but did not have a good time to.
Do I want to take the Remand or do I want to take Path? Kind of want to make sure I can set up this Lurrus. I'm going to take a Path.
Okay.
Might regret that. I'm also then going to play a Seal of Fire and attack for 4.
All right, I'm at 11.
So we got 11 to 12. I'll pass. I'm also regretting playing the Inquisition first. I'd rather have taken 2, I think.
Pass. Yeah, just to help out your Death Shadows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, notably, I could have played Seal of Fire the other turn when I killed the Saheeli, which would have left me with a bolt that ostensibly deals 1 more damage, but I like Seal of Fire sitting on the battlefield against the combo.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Lets me have an answer to the combo that doesn't require me to commit any mana on Corey's turn.
Yeah, that card is really messed up against me.
Okay, I will play a card I can recast if you want to remand it.
Ugh. Yep.
I will attack for 2.
No blocks.
Go to 9.
Deciding whether or not to path now. I'm going to have to path eventually. So, yeah, I'm just going to path.
Okay, I have another swamp to get. You'll take 1, go to 10.
Yep.
And there's no reason to play the Lurrus here because it just lets Corey have a good spot for the Remand. Though I guess the Remand is just going to be up every turn, but I'm dealing damage in the meantime. So, yeah, I'll pass.
Okay.
You're at 10.
Draw. I'll take 2 and pass to you.
Think that means... I don't think that means 4-mana spell. I actually think that means a second 2-mana spell.
It could mean 4. I just untapped for a 4-drop.
Attack for 1.
Sure. 7.
Lurrus.
Remand. Take that.
Pass the turn.
Okay. A draw. All right. I'm gonna Utopia Sprawl this and name white.
Okay.
And pass to you.
On your end step, crack this fetch.
Okay.
Puts me to 11, and I think I want to get another green source.
Okie dokie.
Am I worried about my own life total? I'll go to 9.
Okay. Trying to make the shadows as big as possible.
Yep. Shadows and Scourges, though growing the Scourge at this point less relevant.
Yep. I'm really excited for the post-board games here, too, just because I have some nice Veils that are going to be great here, as well as can get like cards like Force Negation out of here, which are usually pretty bad against Thoughtseize decks.
Okay, that was a pretty good draw. I'll play Mishra's Bauble.
Sure.
I will Bauble you.
How good?
It's pretty bad, actually.
Okay. Cool,
I will play Lurrus.
Sure.
I will play Mishra's Bauble.
Sure.
I will attack you for 3.
Yeah, sure.
Brings you to 4.
Yep.
I will pass the turn. Upkeep, draw for Bauble.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just dead. Yeah, I had Mana Lake, so you played around it pretty well that one turn. I was hoping you would lean back into it, but technically you didn't. You didn't play around it that well because you didn't play your 3rd land, so I could have Mana Leaked it first, and I deeply regretted it. I just thought for sure you were going to recast it, but...
Yeah, get wrecked.
Yep. All right. Well, it's just been a beating so far here, but blue decks have no fear. We got some Veils in the sideboard, which are going to be excellent, and get some of these cards that are bad in the matchup out. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with sideboarding here on Versus Live. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding between 4-color Copycat and Jund Shadow. From my end here, I really don't like Utopia Sprawl, even though it does excel us to the combo. If I go Utopia Sprawl and I'm trying to ramp and do like one really good 3-mana Planeswalker, and then you Thoughtseize it away, it feels pretty bad. So I just want to be
I would never make you discard your Planeswalker, Corey. That sounds mean.
Yeah, that's not what you've been doing this entire show or anything. So we're going to get those out of there.
Completely out of character for me.
Yeah, right. And then we're going to also get these Force Negations out of there. Another card that's really bad against Thoughtseize decks. I never want a 2-for-1 myself to protect one card. That just doesn't make sense. And then we got 1 of the Remands for 3 Veils, 2 Lightning Helixes, and 1 Supreme Verdict to just try to control your Swift Spears a little bit more. That's the main MO of those cards.
Yeah, and on my side, not a ton to change here. I'm bringing in the 1 extra Croxa to be a little bit more threat dense, assuming Corey is going to have better removal. I'm also bringing in the Terminate as a more versatile removal spell.
Okay.
almost basically all of my removal spells disrupt the combo in some way or another.
And they all cost 1, which is a tilt.
Lightning Bolt can, of course, target the Saheeli and disrupt it that way. Lightning Bolt is very weak at dealing with your actual creatures, though, but it is good because it doesn't get Veil of Summered. So there's positives and negatives to all of my different removal spells.
Yep.
So I'm just cutting one of each of Push and Lightning Bolt. I think Push, sometimes you get caught in that scenario where you need to kill a creature, but you don't have a fetch land left, right? Maybe it's turn 4 and you have 2 lands, and so sometimes Push just doesn't deal with an Omnath or a Felidar Guardian, where Terminate can.
Yeah.
So that's sort of my supposed upgrade here, and then I'd rather just be a little bit more threat dense by cutting the Bolt for the Kroxa.
Yeah, I like having 1 in those style of decks. It's always pretty decent to draw just 1 since you don't have a lot of graveyard action that you're using. So I like it. Besides Luris, of course, but. All right, Rob, you got a question for us from our audience here?
I do.
What do you got?
Tim Abbott wants to know, for Ross, do you think John Shadow should or could be running some amount of Abrupt Decays or Assassin's Trophies in the sideboard?
You certainly could. Yeah. I don't think Abrupt Decay does a whole lot right now. I like the idea of Trophy in small numbers because it can come in and deal with big planeswalkers that can be problematic for you, but also comes in against Tron by just blowing up Tron lands.
Yep.
So that versatility in a metagame where Tron is resurgent is something that's appealing to me, but I don't really see what Abrupt Decay is killing that's so problematic for you.
Yeah, not really. The only thing I really like it for is, I guess, against the Hammer Time matchup when they have a lot of those permanents that you want to kill, the Sigil's Aid or the Hammer itself. But I just think Fatal Push kind of does the same things.
And you have Kolaghan's Command to deal with the equipment as well. So
the block removal is already so good that I don't think you need that. But it's tough to say Abrupt Decay is just a bad card, and then Trophy for the reasons of destroying Tron lands and destroying Teferis. But I mean, even think about Abrupt Decay versus Fatal Push. I like playing Omnath, you'd rather actually just have Push. So yeah, I'm not a big believer in those cards right now.
Yeah. Well, in Decay, I think Trophy is definitely a lot more defensible if you're worried about Tron, though this deck is usually decent in that matchup because
you're
you have
just
so
way
much pressure.
Yeah.
But, in small numbers, I could definitely see, 1, maybe 2 trophies in the sideboard if you're expecting a lot of Tron that weekend or a lot of heavy control where you want that really versatile removal spell against, Celestial Colonnade, Teferi, Time Raveler, and the like.
Basically, what you got to think of with those kind of cards is, Modern is all about having really high impact sideboard cards for your problem matchups. And right now, Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy in those decks, you're already good against the matchups where you really want them, it seems. But let's say I was playing like Sultai Control. I don't know if that's really a deck anymore without Uro, but for posterity's sake here, that's when I'm really going to want like Assassin's Trophy and probably even Abrupt Decay, because I just wouldn't be able to deal with some of these problem cards because my deck doesn't pressure, and I think that's a big difference on those style of cards. So
yeah, definitely, less valuable in this deck than it would be in traditional Jund, which has a little bit less pressure.
Well, I don't think that's a keeper. We finally got the combo, but the one Triumph there not going to be ideal.
The Triumph that doesn't cast your, most of your hand.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a disciplined mulligan right there, y'all.
Well, I will be making a disciplined keep. On a pretty mediocre hand, actually. This is the low end of the range.
That's all right.
But it's a for sure keep.
Okay. We're going to try this again here. Down to 6. Give me some lands and Ren in 6, please. I'll take that. It's definitely going to be a keep. Not insanely strong or anything. I think I will put this land to the bottom. That land to the bottom, and then I will play a Triumph and pass to you.
Oh, that was the worst possible.
Good. Keep it up.
Playing Crack a Pluto Delta, go to 17 for a Blood Crypt, and then Thoughtseize you, so you can't play that Ren in 6.
Nope, don't have that, but I still did not want to see a Thoughtseize. Put you to total of 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will take the Path to Exile.
Uh-oh. That means either you have a lot of creatures or you just have another Thoughtseize and you can take that in a couple of turns.
Yeah, pass the turn.
All right. Oh, boy. All right, I will play this and pass to you.
Okay. Well, that's not great, to be honest. But, play a Verdant Catacombs.
Okay.
Thinking about what land I want to get here. Definitely. Yeah, I guess I just have to get Overgrown Tomb.
Okay, so you go to 12.
And I will play a Croxa.
Proxy. Let's see. Yep, that resolves, and I'll take 3.
You go to 17.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
I'll go to 16. I'll get a Triumph. All right. One of these days, obviously on the top. No?
One day my prince will come.
Okay, there we go. All right. So 16 to 12.
That's what I have.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw only good cards from here on out.
2 more Omnaths.
Yep, of course. Well, this gives you a little information, but I value the fetch land more, so I'll play that and pass to you.
That was a good draw.
Lucky.
I will play a Monastery Swiftspear.
Okay.
I will Thoughtseize you.
Got him. A draw.
Play Pete Land and get in for 2.
Okay.
You go to 14.
14, yep.
Pass the turn.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take 2.
So 12 all.
And play Gusher Hands here. Draw a card and pass to you.
On your end step, I'll go to 11 and then 7.
Ew.
Dismember that.
I was hoping you'd have to at least wait to fetch a land or something.
Well, I'm hoping to hit the land here. We need a red source.
Yeah.
Ah!
For Crocs Arena? Ah, nice.
There's 2 Overgrown Tombs in the deck.
Nice.
I had the Pete Land when I got the Overgrown Tomb. I probably should have just gotten another Blood Crypt.
Yeah,
that was
I'm
probably
still
a mistake.
in quite a bit of trouble. Killing my Omnath there was not what I wanted.
Okay, I'll attack you to 11.
Yep, you're right.
So 11 to 7. I am going to go to 6 and buy Luris.
Okay.
And play this Overgrown Tomb tapped.
Okay, done.
That's the turn.
You do have Crocs up for Luris at least. Ugh. I'll play the Scalding Tarn you know about, and I'll play Felidar Guardian and just blink this, pass to you. All lands, no lands. My deck's been giving me some awkward draws here.
Attack with Swiftspear.
So this is a free attack, so it could be a block. You could have a Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt disrupts the combo already, so it's not like, Lightning Bolt wouldn't already accomplish something. So yeah, I'll block.
I will Teamer Battle Rage my Swiftspear.
Oh, okay. Well, yep, that was the punishment case. Okay.
You don't take any damage.
Yep. Tilt.
I will then crack this P-land. Now that I don't have, well, maybe I can get combo next turn if your 2 cards in hand and card on top are 6th land, 2 combo pieces. Yeah. But didn't have a way to disrupt it anyway, so pass the turn.
Well, I hope I don't draw it because I will literally kick myself under the table.
Okay, so fetch brings you to 10, so we got 10 to 6.
Yep. Doesn't really matter.
Very happy to trade that Battle Rage for a Felidar Guardian.
Yeah, that was the one oversight that I had there, and I would definitely go back on it if I could, because that's brutal.
But we play for keeps here on Versus Live.
Keeps for the marbles.
This is a very serious show for serious people.
I'm serious. Okay, that was a seriously good draw. I'll pass to you.
Okay, I will play another Swiftspear.
That resolves.
I will run into another Veil of Summer.
Got ya! I've been drawing like garbage.
Attack for 4.
Yep, down to 6.
6 all, pass the turn.
Okay, that was a good draw. Finally, I get to... I think this might be my first, spell I've played to the battlefield here, so I'll play that.
You played an Omnath and a Felidar Guardian.
Whatever. All right, well, I'm going to continue to kick myself. There's Saheeli. I could take down on wall, but if you have push, it's punishing, plus then you could kill Saheeli. So I'm just going to tick up, put you to 5.
Yep.
Scry. Normally I would have liked to combo kill you there, but that was not the case. I'll pass to you.
So I know you have a land in hand.
Yep.
And you're at 6.
Yep.
That'll do. Swift Spear, go to 3.
Yeah.
Send all at you.
Yeah.
Battle Rage an unblocked one.
Yeah.
For exactly 6. Yeah. Early in the game when I said I drew my worst possible, it was second Battle Rage.
Okay. What was the last card? Luris, right? Yeah, so if I didn't block there, I win that game. Well, I mean, double Battle Rage. I don't think you would have been able to kill me last turn with double Battle Rage. Or did you just draw Battle Rage?
No, I've had it. So had you not blocked, I would have played the Luris and left the Peatland in play, which I think is actually good for you. Yeah, you win that game if you don't block.
Yep, I think so too. Dang it!
But you did.
Well, we got some extra time since you destroyed me so much. Maybe we can stretch this one. That was brutal. Playing around the wrong card there really got me. And it really was only Temur Battle Rage. Usually there's about 2, in a list. So Lightning Bolt already disrupts the combo, but it still makes you leave it open. So yeah, the block was just bad. But
yeah, it's bad, especially because you knew I was light on red mana,
Yeah.
And I wanted to set up the Croc stuff. Forcing me to hold up red is actually pretty valuable for you.
Yep. But instead I got incredibly punished. And flooded horrifically.
Maximally punished.
Oh, yeah.
Justifiably punished.
Yeah, this deck has so many cantrips, too, because it's so good with Felidar Guardian and Saheeli, too, and I'm just not drawing them. That's what's the best against your deck, is just, Wall of Blossoms, Oath, Felidar Guardian blinking them. These are the kind of things I want, just because they add value to the battlefield while still making you Thoughtseize away cards that I draw.
Yeah. Though when you do play a lot of cantrips without ways to set up your draws, you are more prone to flood.
True.
You just naturally draw more land.
True.
But what's your land count, Matt?
I believe it's 23. Yeah. So on the 23 or 22 with red and 6, got a lot of those.
Maybe need another card or two that's a good mana sink, something like a Seasoned Pyromancer, actually.
It's 23.
Extra lands.
Yeah. It's 23? Okay.
I think Seasoned Pyromancer might be pretty cool.
Yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer was a card I really liked in this deck before, and I cut it for whatever reason, but yeah, I totally agree. That's a really good one to blink with Saheeli and blink with Felidar.
Could stress your mana base quite a bit, but with your Triumphs both tap for red, you're fine.
I'm going to keep this. It's not insane or anything, but I don't think this is a mulligan on the play.
I will keep as well.
Okay. I will play Flooded Strand and pass to you.
I will play Mishra's Bauble.
Okay.
Will I play Mishra's? Yeah, I'll play a Bauble myself.
Okay.
Definitely don't want to draw that.
Okay.
Play Verdant Catacombs.
Sure.
I am going to go to 17 for an Overgrown Tomb and then to 15 for a Thoughtseize.
Okay, I do not have the Veil. All right, my hand's not that good, but against the Thoughtseize deck, I don't want to mulligan to Oblivion, and it has lands, so I think that's good enough.
I will take your Path to Exile.
Okay.
Generally want to take the unique card and leave them with the doubles.
Yep.
So we got 15 to 19.
Yeah, I'll go get a Triome here.
Corey, Tannen Grace would like to know if you plan on winning a game today.
Ask him if he plans on winning anything, ever.
Jesus. We're supposed to record a podcast. He's going to be in bed crying for like 12 hours now.
Yeah, he's going to have to put a lot of burn ointment on him from that one. So.
Wow. Oh, hold. Upkeep. Draw.
Yeah. I was trying to get you there. I was trying to get you with the sick burn, so you'd be just too lost to draw a card there. All right, here's a spot where I actually don't think I want to play the Triumph because I probably just want to cycle it. I'll play a Temple Garden and pass to you.
Sounds like Corey drew another land.
Ooh, you never know.
And it sounds like I'm going to go to 13 and play a sad Swift Spear.
A sad sphere.
And attack for 1.
All right, I will take it. 19.
We've got 18 because you fetched.
Oh,
so
true.
13 to 18.
Yep. 13, 18.
I'll pass the turn.
All right. I will draw.
Tannen says he's officially retired, so.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Well, that was a pretty awful draw. So I will play a Saheeli since we got some extras.
Ping you 12.
Ping you. I think this card is probably okay for now. It's not great, but I do think it's good enough. And then I'll pass to you. Got so many cards over there. Are you drawing 2 off baubles instead of 1? It's just 1, Ross.
I can never get that card straight.
Yeah.
Thought I drew each got upkeep, right?
Yes, exactly.
Just doing some math here.
I don't like that.
The worst part is when he explains the math and then won't stop talking about the math when everyone stopped being interested 10 minutes ago.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll shock to 10.
That's true. Okay.
I'll attack you for 1.
Okay.
You go to 17.
Yep.
I will play 2 3/3 Death Shadows.
Oof.
And pray I don't get Supreme Verdicted next turn.
Okay. You won't. All right. I will. So bad. I'm going to fetch here.
Brings you to 16.
Yep. Let's get a basic. Yeah, I kept the path on top. Or, I kept a spell on top thinking if you only play 1 threat, it's not so bad. But double Death Shadow here is going to be tough to deal with. All right, so I'm going to deal damage to you, even though this is only increasing your Death Shadow. I just need to find something relevant. I guess that's good enough. Not ideal. And then I'll pass to you.
Interesting. So I'm at 9, you're at 16.
Yep,
so.
and the reason I wanted to fetch first so that, my scry was for sure I'm going to either draw it or not.
That's an interesting draw. So, 16, that's a 10, and these are 4s, and that's 15, and you're at 16.
It's all this math you're doing of trying to kill me, and I'm doing all this math to survive 1 more turn, and this is not a good start so far.
I guess I would require 2 removal spells, actually. And you'd... Yeah. Let's go for it. I'll shock myself to 7.
Okay.
I will play a Monastery Swift Spear.
Okay.
I would like to declare tax.
Sure.
I will send the Swift Spears at Saheeli and the Shadows at you.
Okay. No blocks.
I will Lightning Bolt myself.
Lightning Bolt yourself, huh? Okay, that resolves.
I go to 4.
So those are 9s, huh?
Yep.
I have a path.
Path resolves, I'll get a swamp, and then I'll Battle Rage the other shadow.
Yep, good play, good play.
Now, if Corey hasn't...
a Saheeli Rye!
And this play exactly meant Corey needed double removal spell in both his unknown cards to survive, and even if he did that, his Saheeli was going to die.
Yeah.
Because these were going to be 3s.
Yeah, I think that was good, and I just keep kept leaving pass on top to try to stabilize, but I could only cycle into it. And yeah, wasn't able to get it done. Just came out of the gates too fast. And normally I think, double Saheeli Path on the play is not a great hand here. But just in a Thoughtseize matchup, I still feel like I need to keep those kind of hands. But what do you think? Maybe I should have mulliganed?
I feel like I would probably keep that.
Yeah.
Were you on 6 or 7?
I was on 7.
7, so
Yeah.
4 lands, double Saheeli Path.
Yeah.
It's definitely not great.
It's not a good hand. Saheeli is not a card you want in multiples or a card you even want to have in your opener,
Yeah, maybe that is a mulligan in this matchup because you're just not going to be able to interact very well.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we got time for one pity game here. We were going to try to stretch this one, but now I won't be winning it. But I want to at least copycat kill you once, or just win a game, as Tannen very thankfully pointed out. Thanks, buddy.
Corey's just a glutton for punishment today.
I really am. We took a week off, and you cooled the pitcher. I think I won both shows of that one week, and then you just come back.
I went back into the lab.
Yeah.
I did my Rocky training montage. Instead of the heavy bag, I was using the big slab of meat. I was running up the steps in Philadelphia. Somehow.
Okay. Smart.
I was drinking eggs for breakfast.
Okay, well, it worked for you.
If you went to Philadelphia, though, why did you not go to the Valley Forge Resort and Casino?
No, that's where he stayed for his one night, of course. That's the only place to lodge in Philadelphia.
Ross running up like the 3 steps into the casino and out of the casino over and over again.
Gonna fly now.
And then you got to get the Dunkin' Donuts immediately after.
All right, give me one good hand. Oh my God. It's so okay if we can get a.
It's so okay.
I'm gonna mulligan. I think it's fine, but if I get Thoughtseized, I'm very dead. Yeah, that would have not worked out for me. Holy crap.
I am going to mulligan my hand as well.
Okay.
If I hit lands, it can be good, but if I brick, the shadows and the Cake Commander are all going to get stranded.
Yeah.
And I need to hit multiple things for the shadows.
Yeah, that was a tricky one. All right. Things are going well over here. Rob, you got a question for us while we shuffle up?
Is there any chance we could see a snow deck coming into Modern with the fetchable Kaldheim duels? Do you think those could, like, some kind of Merit Lage's Slumber deck?
I don't know if I know what that card does.
It's from Modern Horizons.
Yeah.
It makes Merit Lage, and it's like a cheap blue enchantment. And
Yeah.
I remember this card, but I haven't seen it in so long.
Like a bunch of snowlands if you get them. Honestly, I just don't think those duels are good enough in Modern. I think it's just too slow. But, I could see like 1 or 2 of them instead of like the Triomes as like this. And then just playing Quaddle and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't know the big payoffs for snow that
it's
are really
a 2-mana enchantment. Whenever it enters the battlefield or another snow permanent, you scry 1. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control 10 or more snow permanents, you sack it.
Oh, yeah. No, the Modern is not about having 10 permanents. I mean, it just doesn't happen very often.
Essentially, like you're paying a pretty big cost putting those ETB tap dual lands in your deck, so you need a comparable payoff in order for it to be worth it. And I don't see there being a payoff of that quality in Modern right now.
Yep, I would have to agree. Okay, I think this is the best hand I've had all day, so I'm gonna keep. I kind of want to just pitch this card.
This might be true for me too.
Oh crap! It feels bad to pitch this, but it's so bad in our opening hand. Or in my opening hand. All right, so I'm gonna start with this and pass to you.
Okay, I will go to 17 to get a Blood Crypt and play a Seal of Fire.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'll go to 19.
Get a Triome of some kind.
Get a Triome. I'm gonna do the Jeskai Triome.
Little Rogrin.
Yeah. We're gonna rog and roll.
No, we're not.
Okay. Why can I not find these today? All right.
Is it in your hand?
Yeah, dang
Is it in your sideboard? Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Exactly. We side out our Triomes. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Weird things happen.
Okay, I'm at 19. That was another absolutely awkward draw. I will play this and pass to you.
Okay, I will play Mishra's Bauble.
Okay.
I will play Bloodstained Mire and crack it, go to 14, and get Overgrown Tomb, play Tarmogoyf.
Okie dokie.
I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will crack this, get the other Triome. All right. Okay, I'm at 18, you're at 14, right?
Yep. On your upkeep, I'm going to bauble you.
Okay.
You have a Saheeli.
Then I will play a Teferi, and I will bounce Tarmogoyf.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
Pass to you.
Upkeep, draw from bauble.
Okay.
Draw for turn.
Sure.
I will go to 12.
Okay.
And I will play 2 creatures.
Okay, but that's one more.
Pass the turn.
All right.
We got 2/3 on Goyf.
2/3. I'm gonna take up.
A little worried about a Renin 6 here targeting the shadow. I can seal myself in response, and I would do that, but it would deal with my seal, which I don't want to have happen.
Would you say you would be breaking the seal then?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
You would say that.
Okay.
I would
good,
not.
Good. Glad we're on the same page. Okay, so got a lot of options for the first time today.
That hardly seems fair. You can't change the rules mid-show.
Mid-show?
Corey. Yeah, the rules for today were you were supposed to draw horribly.
Oh, I broke the script.
Yeah.
I broke the script. We're going to play a second Teferi here, and then I'm going to bounce Tarmogoyf again.
Yep. Feels like a path to exile on my shadow.
And I'll path to you.
Interesting. You have 4 in hand?
5.
5. One of which is a
Saheeli. Yep.
Of the rye variety.
The Saheeli rye bread, yep.
Yes. Is it marbled?
It is not.
I am going to play a Monastery Swiftspear.
Okay.
I would then like to attack your Teferi with both of my creatures.
Okay.
Make sure we get that one dead.
Teferi's dead.
And rather than extend into a verdict, I think I'm fine having these 2 threats on the battlefield. I'm going to play a swamp and just buy this Lyris.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Let's see. What do we want to do now? I'll crack this.
So 17 to 12.
Yep.
And get Indatha Triumph.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering what I want to get here. Yeah, okay. I think I got it. I'm going to go with the plains, and I am going to path. I might path the Swiftspear.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're going to path the Swiftspear. The haste is just really tough for me to deal with.
So say going to be a 3rd Teferi?
Maybe. Then I will draw. So I'm going to get a Renin 6.
Yep.
And you're still at 12, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So I could do the play of trying to ping Death Shadow, have you seal yourself if I wanted. That doesn't seem great. Because then you can just Lyris, bring back Seal, and kill Ren. So instead, I'm going to tick up, get this back, play this, take 2, and I do have the other Teferi. I'll bounce that.
Quite the turn. So you're at 15?
Yep.
You have a fetch land in your hand?
Yep, and I'll pass to you. Man, casting spells is so much more fun than not casting spells all day. Who would have guessed?
So now I have to be worried about a potential combo. And I know about a Saheeli, right, from the bauble.
You know these two.
Yeah, Saheeli Misty. So yeah, you know, if one of those two cards is Fellow Guardian or the top card of Corey's deck, he has the capability of comboing. So I definitely want to keep the seal around.
Yep.
Though I can Luris it back and deal with the Teferi this turn, which is a play I kind of like.
Not bad.
And yeah, I think that's the play I'm going to make. So let's seal the Teferi.
Teferi's dead.
Play Luris.
Okay.
Let's play this correctly. Play Seal for my graveyard.
Okay.
Shock myself with this Blood Crypt going to 10.
Okay.
And play Tarmogoyf.
Okay, and I know you have just Death Shadow, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'll pass the turn.
Okay, so I can't really combo. If I had it.
Now we got some nice pressure on the Ren and 6.
This seems like a no-brainer way to start. I'll start with Omnath. Red.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Okay. Gain 4.
Brings you to 19.
Yep. Crack.
Brings you to 18.
Actually, just kidding. I'm just going to return this and play and crack this. So same life total, except, yeah. Okay.
So still at 18, but we've used our Ren.
Yep.
Wanting to get another basic planes?
Yeah, I actually don't think I have another basic, so it didn't really matter. I was going to have to take damage regardless, but I want to have a... What kind of duel do I want to have left over after I use this 4 mana is the real question. Okay. Let's go with blue-red. So I'll take 2 for this, go to 16.
Yep. And now you have white, blue, red, green floating.
Yep. So 16. And I'm gonna Felidar Guardian.
So no mana floating.
No mana floating. Blink Omnath.
Yep.
Draw. And I will Helix Luris. And go to 19. Pass to you.
Yeah, that was a pretty good turn.
Not bad, not bad. I needed to have a good one though, that's for sure. How big we got Goyf now? So
Goyf, I believe, is pretty large. I've got land, creature, artifact.
I got land, instant, planeswalker.
So then instant, so it's a 5/6.
Okay.
You have 2 unknowns.
2 unknowns.
Well, I will attack your Ren and 6.
I think both my creatures are better than a Ren at this point, so we'll let that go.
I will... play a Croxa.
Okay. Interesting. I will get rid of the land.
Brings you to 16.
Yep. I have a Saheeli, okay?
Yep.
I'd sack that Seal of Fire and get 2 damage in. I could be at 14 right now. That's not bad.
I don't know why I put this Death Shadow in the graveyard. That shouldn't be there.
Sure.
3 cards, one of which is Saheeli.
Yep. Can you Croxa? Oh, you're just trying to put that Croxa in your graveyard. I see how it is.
I don't know how good that would even be.
Yeah.
How do I want to play this? I am going to pay 2 life and dismember the Omnath.
Okay.
Brings me to 8. Play this Death Shadow.
Okay.
Pass the turn. So I got a 5/6 and a 5/5. I'm not concerned about the combo. Even if I Crocs the next turn, we have creature, planeswalker, instant land.
I'll place a healer.
Saheeli resolves.
Target.
That activation resolves.
Okay. So this is a copy. I'll target Saheeli.
I will lightning bolt Saheeli.
Okay. I'll mana leak that.
I will seal fire Saheeli.
Okay.
Now I have a 6/7.
And
now I'm concerned. Might be dead.
And then I'll pass to you. But is this a lethal attack? 5 plus 11. No, okay, I guess not. All right.
I will play a Croxa, leaving Bauble and Seal.
Okay. What does that shrink that down to?
Doesn't shrink it at all.
Okay, yep. Resolves.
I will attack you for 11.
No blocks.
Brings you to 5.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
All right. I have a Saheeli Arai.
I have a removal spell.
I have a Veil of Summer. We won a game. We just had to draw everything.
Yeah. I wonder if... I mean, I guess you had another Felidar Guardian, I guess.
Yeah, my hand was this. And then I had this in play.
So if I kill the Felidar Guardian, then you just go for the natural combo.
And I guess you couldn't even cast that push, right? Like, I didn't even need this. You just showed me that, right?
I said the push doesn't work.
Oh, yeah.
So if I kill the Felidar Guardian and you're left with the Omnath, then you get to...
Yeah, I think leaving me with Omnath is very scary because I just get close to killing you.
Yeah, it's hard for me to pressure you back too. And I had the bolt in hand as well, so I had 2 combos ready, but you had 2 combos plus a leak, which was...
And I get to start just making copies of Omnath, but just to draw cards. It's not like that's insane or anything, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you win that game though. If I leave you the Omnath, it goes on longer because it's harder for me to pressure you.
Yeah. Regardless, finally, we're on the board.
Man. I had thoughts he was on top. Can you imagine if I had drawn that?
Oh, it would have been tilting. It would have been so tilting. Honestly, if you drew anything there to stop my combo, it was going to be very tilting. So we're on the board. Hooray. That took far too long. Realistically, I should have won one of those games, but that heinous block got me good. But that still would have been 3-2 you taking it down. So
okay, good.
Impressive work from that.
Yeah.
That deck always looks great.
Yeah, just the classic combo of good pressure, good disruption, working really well.
Yeah, and I think this one needs to be tuned a little bit. I think Seasoned Pyromancer is one addition that I really, really like because you draw a lot of cards in this deck that are redundant. And I think I have 4 Teferis right now, just thinking it's going to be very good in the metagame. Swift Spear decks are where it's not good. So I think 4 is a little bit too much, regardless. So even 2-2 split with Seasoned Pyromancer. There's a lot of different ways I could go here. I could add 20 cards, and get a flying bird in there. That would probably make everything better. So we need to massage the numbers on this deck a little bit. But it is a deck I still think is very good at just being a resilient combo deck.
I found a line that could have won that game.
Oh, yeah? What was it?
If I had paid 2 extra life on the Dismember, okay, and then just used the Seal of Fire right off the bat, then my lightning bolt is lethal the next turn when I have all my mana untapped, which forces a chump block on it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I didn't necessarily do the math on my clock there. I was just a little worried about things on the crackback or me drawing another Dismember and maybe wanting to pay 4 life with it. I was worried about those kinds of things. I think I should have been thinking about exactly what my clock was. Yeah. And I could have put you in a spot where you were either going to die to the bolt or force a chump block, and you would have just taken it and died to the bolt probably.
Yeah.
Though I guess you can't combo through the bolt, so you're probably thinking like maybe you're hoping I then play the Croxa and you get to mana leak it on your turn.
Yeah, the Mana Leak was going to be a dead card, basically. But yeah, who knows? A lot of different lines.
We don't need to go super deep into it, but I think there was a line for me to win that last game. And Death Shadow is the kind of deck where like you win games on razor thin margins.
Especially Grixis Death Shadow. John does a little different because there's just a lot more creatures, but it's still tough. It's still a very tough deck to play. So,
okay, that is going to wrap it up for match 2. We've got one more match coming for y'all, but we are going to take a quick 5-minute break, get that match set up, and we will finish out today's show of Versus Live. But don't go anywhere.